if Toni Kukoc is a Hall of Famer, then Robert Horry is a Hall of Famer also. Okay? Listen, I will take 7 NBA championships over the 3 NBA championships that Toni Kukoc has, and the other, I think he has like 5 or 6 international championships. Okay, I would take Robert Horry's 7 championships over that. That's not saying the international championships don't mean anything. They mean a lot. But what I'm saying is that, listen, in the NBA, that means you're playing with the best of the best. Okay? That's it. You make it to the NBA, you're playing against NBA competition. That is the best of the best, people. All right? And if you're able to win a championship over there, that's going to hold weight over any other championship, no matter where it's at in basketball, no matter where. Okay? No matter where. No matter if it's international, no matter if it's local or whatever, minor leagues or, let me see, street ball, no matter what. Okay, semi-professional, it does not matter. If you win a championship in the NBA, it's going to hold weight over the other ones. Robert Horry has 7 of them. All right. Both players are great role players. Great role players. If you don't have Robert Horry on those Rockets teams, on those Lakers teams, on those Spurs teams, they do not win the championship. Okay? They do not. They do not. Toni Kukoc. Let me see. If you don't have him on those Bulls teams, I think they win at least maybe 1 or 2 of those championships. But do they win 3 in a row? I don't know. I don't know. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, listen, on those Bulls teams, listen, all right, you had Phil Jackson as coach. Michael Jordan came back. Scottie Pippen. Dennis Rodman. Okay? All right? So you wasn't, I mean, Toni Kukoc didn't hit a lot of game winners in those matchups. Well, I tell you what, I like Toni Kukoc. I tell you what. Here's the thing about him. He came off the bench. He was the 6th man. You know, he allowed Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen to be able to get rest and stuff. And also, he did cause a lot of mismatch problems. The man is 6'11". He can handle the ball. He's a decent passer. He can shoot. He can score. All right. So it's one of those situations where it's like coming off the bench, like you didn't have many people that can guard Toni Kukoc. You know, that was still new to the game of basketball, where you got a 6'11" player coming off the bench that can do all of those things. So I take that back. I don't think the Bulls win all 3 of those championships in a row if they do not have Kukoc, because Kukoc was like I said, he allowed Pippen and Jordan to be able to get rest and cause matchup problems. Okay, now both players did not make any All-Star teams. All right. They were great role players. I mean, they contribute. They did. Hey, they balled. Now with Kukoc, like I said, he won championships overseas. That's great. But hey, I actually believe that if Robert Horry would have played overseas, I think he would have had a real good career also, statistically. All right. I think his numbers would have been. I think he would have helped some. I think he would have helped a lot of teams over there win a championship. Win multiple championships, okay? It's in his DNA. Because check this out. If you can win in the NBA, guess what? You could win anywhere. You know why? Because the best players, the best competition is in the NBA. All right? But, you know, I'm confused on this because Saturday when Rudy Tomjanovich, shout out to Rudy T, never underestimate the heart of a champion, when he said, hey, Robert Horry belongs in the Hall of Fame. And he said that Kobe Bryant said this, Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, all the other players, Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, they said Robert Horry should be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, so check this out. All right. If they say he should be in the Hall of Fame, then maybe he should be in the Hall of Fame. But anyways, at the time when Rudy T said that, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, Robert Horry as a role player, he did not share the same responsibility that Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler had, or what Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal had, or the same responsibility that Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, David Robinson, and Manu Ginobili had, okay? You know why? Because Robert Horry was a role player. He was a great role player, okay? One of the greatest role players ever. But, so that's why I didn't feel like, okay, he should be in the Hall of Fame. All right. Now, if they had a Hall of Fame for greatest role players, yeah, or if they had a category for that, yes, of course. It's the same thing I said kind of like about with Julian Edelman, okay? Julian Edelman, like, you never heard about the New England Patriots losing the game and they holding Julian Edelman responsible. When was the last time, when have you ever heard, the Rockets, the Lakers, or the Spurs losing games because of Robert Horry? No, they held that responsibility on the superstars. Same thing with Toni Kukoc. Whenever the Bulls lost a game, when did you hear him saying, it's because Toni Kukoc didn't step up and do this? No. It failed, all that pressure fell on Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, Phil. Okay? That's where the pressure failed on. Even when Michael Jordan retired that 93-94 season, which was Kukoc's rookie season, he had a real good, productive rookie season. But guess what? Nobody had high expectations for the Bulls when Jordan retired, especially at the time frame when he retired, because when he retired, they was getting ready to start preseason. So there was no time to go out and sign free agents and stuff like that. Of course, you can't replace Jordan, but find someone to at least fill the stat sheet, all right? But the thing about it is this: that Bulls team, they end up making it to the Eastern Conference semifinals, which was good for them but the pressure, it failed on Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, B.J. Armstrong. That's where the pressure fell on. It fell on those guys, all right? So that's why I'm like, okay, Kukoc was a great role player. Like, he didn't have the superstar pressure and stuff. Okay, he played overseas and he balled overseas. He was an all-star overseas, but that's overseas, man. That's overseas. Okay? He has a lot of those championships. Guess what? Robert Horry has 7 NBA championships. And all 7 of those teams do not win championships if he's not playing. All right? That's, I really, now if Robert Horry did not get all those championships, this wouldn't even be a discussion. But these are 2 of the greatest role players ever to play the game. There's some other people you can add to that list, but these are 2 of the best, okay? All right? And I feel like both of their roles were almost equivalent in a way. The only difference is, like I say, Kukoc has, he can handle the ball better than Robert Horry. All right? But Robert Horry can still handle the ball a little. But I give Kukoc the nod on the handles. But defense, Robert Horry hands down. All right. Robert Horry has brilliant clutch shooting that allowed those teams to be able to advance in the playoffs. All right. And win championships. But I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, tell me what you think. Do you think, like I say, I have no problem with Toni Kukoc being in the Hall of Fame. It's just that if he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, you got to have Robert Horry in the Hall of Fame also, okay? I tell you what, share your thoughts. Let me know, do you feel like Robert Horry and Toni Kukoc deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, or do you believe that Toni Kukoc deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and Robert Horry doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Or on the flip side, do you believe that Robert Horry deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and Toni Kukoc doesn't? Me, I believe both players deserve to get in because they are great role players. Share your thoughts, comment below, hit that subscribe button, okay? And here's another thing. Guess what? We're trying to get up to 100 subscribers before the end of May. Let's make this happen, people. All right? Before the end of May. Let's make this happen before June. Okay? All right. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.